5 days ago, I made 2 videos roasting my boy Elliot Page, welcoming him to Manhood with a light roast, primarily clothing, stance, and just behavioral aspects of manhood. And it seems like we've got about 2 million views and counting so far, so I wanted to follow up with some more tips and tricks. First and foremost, let's start with the basics. Water. Can't be drinking it. That's girl stuff. Men, we drink black coffee, scotch, bourbon maybe, and that's it. If you're about to keel over, you can get some water from a nearby puddle. If there's no puddles, that's it. The only clear liquid you should ever come in contact with for the rest of your life is gasoline. You could wear cologne sometimes, but only to cover up the smell of animal urine that you put on your body while you were hunting for other animals. Electric vehicles, that's a no-go. You shouldn't even be riding in them. The only car you should ever find yourself in is a truck. It needs to be powered by gasoline, diesel, or coal if you could find it. If you go to a restaurant, the only acceptable thing that you could order is meat, steak, lamb, beef. Fish is for chicks only. Can't eat that. Even chicken. It even has chick in the name. You can only eat it with rice if you're bulking. There's really only 2 acceptable vegetables that a man can eat: asparagus and potatoes. No skinny asparagus though, only the girthy ones. If you're eating potatoes, it has to be raw. You eat it like an apple. And if you order at a restaurant and they force you to eat it cooked, you have to order a piece of beef twice the size of your head. Otherwise, someone's gonna see you. The only acceptable salad for a man to eat is a Caesar salad. And the only time they can eat it is if they are ordering steak. You gotta watch your back. If you find yourself ordering a salad with craisins or hearts of palm or something, you get your lid peeled back for some behavior like that. The only acceptable forms of transportation are truck, train, and your feet. Don't be on a bicycle, skateboard, rollerblade. That's for girls. If you have to take an airplane to cross an ocean and there's not a small boat that you can take and paddle by hand, if you're on an airplane, no headphones. It's a test of strength, will. You sit in your seat and you stare forward the entire time. No headphones, no movies, no sleeping. You just stare. If you want to read something, you read the safety security card of how you're going to have to rescue the whole plane if you decide to bring it down. Okay, social skills. If there's a lull in a conversation, you are not permitted to talk about the weather. You could talk about grass, how well someone's lawn is cut, any combustion engine vehicle or vehicle accessory. You can also talk about how much things cost, people you dislike, or exterior light fixtures only. No lamps, none of that. Only outside light fixtures. A big part of manliness is being confident in your decisions. If you say you're going to do something, you do it, even if it is wildly irrational and it is definitely wrong. A great indicator of your manliness is your sense of direction. If your girl says, hey, we should ask for directions, and you say, nah, I'm going to follow the GPS, even if the GPS says take a left and that left is off a bridge, you go left. Your truck will float for a minute before you have to bash out all the windows and save everyone. And it's easier to buy a new truck than reestablish your wife's confidence in you. A big part of being a man is being able to regulate your emotions, which means you're never too up and you're never too down. The only acceptable comment that you can make, even if you had just experienced the greatest moment of your life, is nice. All right, this one is very important. A man never greets another man with words. There is no singular acknowledgement in passing for a man. You don't say good morning. There's no hello. There's no how are you if you're walking by someone. If you see a man you do not know, you nod down. If you see a man you do know, you nod up. That's it. And in conclusion, when in doubt, there is a single one-size-fits-all solution to any and all social situations and interactions. You can always reestablish your manliness by just insulting the professional sports team with the worst record or by making a disparaging comment about your wife.